Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome back to our Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Let's Play, where, after having taken care of pretty much everything we're able to take care of on our capital planet, we're about to head out to Kiava. Based on the comments I saw in the previous episode's comment sections, it seems the vast majority of you, at least the vast majority of those of you who are willing to weigh in on that decision, would rather see Kiava as opposed to the other planet that was just mentioned right at the end of the previous session, for good reason too. That later planet seems very suspicious. There's clearly something going on. There's a plot being built, maybe not against me, but one that involves Xenos and heresy all the same. So don't want to touch any of that for the time being. Let's go ahead and deal with the heresies at Kiava, which seem to be, outside threats, and then we can circle back to the other planet to investigate whatever it is going on over there, because that might involve having to take care of internal issues with, like, the governor here, for example, who seems to have a vested interest. I can't remember that planet's name. All I remember it as now is Weeaboo 6, thanks to a comment. So, again, yes, thank you very much for that. Jokes aside, though, actually, I'm not joking. That's the only way I remember the name of the planet now. What is it actually? Don't show complete quests. Blades in the Void. It is Weeaboo 6. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm only going to think about it as Weeaboo 6 now. Weeaboo 6 can wait. It's interesting, though. It says here, according to Achilles Scalander, the Xenos raids may have struck the penal world of Weeaboo 6. This report requires further investigation. I don't remember Achilles mentioning Weeaboo 6. He mentioned something about Xenos. I know I talked to him about that a little bit, but he didn't mention the planet to us. That was the governor who we spoke to afterwards, and he sort of either inadvertently revealed, or we were able to figure out and surmise that he has a personal vested interest in the planet as well. I mean, he just brought up the situation to us, and we ourselves, like Abelard and our rogue trader, I believe, mentioned or otherwise realized that there's the personal connection between the governor of our capital and Weeaboo 6, the penal colony. Either way, it says here Achilles brought it up. I don't remember that happening. Maybe it's just my fuzzy memory. Maybe it's a dialogue tree that I missed by mistake. Whatever it might be, we know the planet exists, and we also know that it's our second priority after, yes, Kiava. Let's go over here, deal with the disrupted shipments, and reclaim what was lost, right? We've done everything else we can do under this quest, so why not cap this off and go looking for the Cranach system and, of course, Kiava specifically. Again, thank you very much in the comments for pointing out where the system is actually directly listed. That really helps. Though, with that said, as much as that does help, and it really does help, we still don't know where Cranach actually is. I haven't found it yet, and that makes me just a little nervous. In a good way, in a positive way, I mean. Traveling through the warp is scary, it's terrifying. And traveling blindly through the warp, not knowing if we're headed in the right direction, I mean, geez, that makes me nervous. and again, to be clear, in a good way, I like that. You should be scared to travel through the warp needlessly. This universe is supposed to be that kind of scary and nerve-wracking, and while I'm sure we'll be able to deal with whatever comes our way, I just like the feeling that the warp traveling evokes. I think they've done a very good job of that, and I'm curious actually to see what some of the more challenging warp routes play like. It was pointed out in the comments as well that we haven't really gone through one of the red line like routes yet, like one of these, and I think that's right. I think we've only done like yellows at most, like 2 skull challenging warp travel, right? So I'm kind of curious to see what 3 skulls actually means. I can't remember if that time when we got ambushed by the demonettes was a red line, but hey, it doesn't hurt to try and engage in another one of those just to see what it does. Because again, if I was playing a regular playthrough, or if I was min-maxing, I might approach things differently. I might approach things much more cautiously. But this is an alpha playthrough. I want to be a bit more, brazen. I want to take a few more wild risks just to showcase what all the game has to offer and all that good stuff. So, with that said though, we're not able to go from here up to there. Let's go ahead and scan, use some of that Navigator's Insight, which, by the way, is a resource that we should be kind of wary of wasting too, because there are only so many systems where we can use the scan ability, which means there's a cap to how much Navigator's Insight you can actually collect. So you don't want to waste it needlessly on clearing routes that you'd otherwise be able to handle. At least that's the way I see it, and I know that's at least how Some of you see it in the comments as well. And actually, on the topic of all these comments, I just want to mention really quickly, folks, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving those comments and likes down below. They do make a very big difference. They just let me know what people are enjoying on the channel. They let me know what I should do more or less of and how I should maybe adjust my approach to make things more entertaining or more interesting. And beyond that as well, I do read all of the comments, so if you have any thoughts, opinions, concerns, suggestions, drop them down below and I will see them. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and make our way down to the 100 Dreams Crossroads here, because then we can do our little red line experiment, and we also jump a greater distance. Now, my only curiosity or concern, I suppose I could say, is, once we get down to here, is our next jump going to be limited to one of these three, or will we be able to go to something further out? Because on the one hand, this is a bigger jump than this one, and so, it feels like we make more progress, so to speak, towards the unknown. But if the following jump has to be this short, then, it's kind of the same. It's kind of equidistant going down this way or going up, presumably, obviously, this way. It kind of ends up being equidistant. But hey, look, let's run that red line experiment, shall we? Over to 100 Dreams Crossroads, which is actually a very ominous sounding system name as well, but I'm sure everything will be just fine. What's the worst that could happen, right? Away we go, and... okay, I was like, everything seems kind of calm, but there we go, a warp breach. This time, trouble came straight to the bridge. Malodorous mist teeming with swaying, nightmarish figures has rolled through the ventilation shafts into the command center. The officers are suffocating from this wave of corruption. There's no time to deliberate. To battle. Alright, let's see what this red line travel has to offer us. We'll take our familiar crew over here. Yes, please, and thank you. And arguably, I assume engaging in, issues when traveling through the warp is an opportunity to upgrade your party as well, right? Through battle, we should see upgrades and XP and all that good stuff. And oh my goodness, that is a lot worse than I was previously anticipating. Holy crap. That's a lot of enemies. You know what? I don't think those demonettes were part of a red line bit of travel. I think they were yellow or orange or something. They did not seem this scary. Now, to be fair, all these rotten undead are relatively squishy. Oh no, they're not. These guys don't have 9 HP like the previous set of rotten undead that we dealt with. Or no, they weren't rotten, they were raised, weren't they? I forget now, I forget their name exactly, but nonetheless, these guys are tougher than the guys that we fought previously. And all the way at the back over here as well, there's a pair of plague bearers too. I don't know how this is going to play out, folks. Okay, alright. Argenta is up first, which is actually kind of cool. I would have preferred Cassia to go first, because then she could increase the rate of fire and stuff, but Cassia doesn't go for some time. Alright, who's up first? The plague bearers at the back, and then this rotten undead down over there. I mean, it'll take them some time to get up over here, but Argenta could kind of rush down to here and burst fire down this way and try and get as many hits in as possible. Or we kind of keep her up over here and have her fire straight down, get as many hits as possible down this line. This seems more valuable in theory. She only has so many shots, though, is the thing. All right, here's what we'll do. Shot on the run, get you up front, going right through Heinrichs there. Let's go ahead and get our burst fire down this way, hit as much as we can hit, and we'll take it from there. So start with just a massive volley up this way, I suppose, and we'll see what comes next. Let's go. All right, excellent. Oh, beautiful. You know what? That was great. And another round of burst fire, maybe in this general direction this time. Let's go. Nice, very nice, beautiful. That was great. I couldn't have asked for more. Let's go ahead and end your turn there. Thank you very much. Plague bearers are going to rush up. Wow, they move extremely quickly. I always think about Nurgle as, a bit slow and ambling, but that did not feel slow at all. All right, we got Buddy over here. Who's moving next, though? Who's moving next? Oh boy, this scroll bar is there's a lot of them. We got a rotten undead from over here. We got a rotten heavier from up over here. Okay, fair enough. Any clumps that we could hit with our plasma overcharge, perhaps? I mean, sorry, not this one, but this one. There's a clump over here. Got a bit of a clump here. Nothing major. Ooh, these guys. Yes, that's 3 of them we could hit. And up over here, there's 3 we could hit. Cause some damage to that plague bearer, potentially. Alternatively, we could launch a crack grenade. No, we don't have the reach, unfortunately. Can't throw that far. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. This guy over here, T-posing for dominance. Very terrifying. Let's go ahead and get machine spirit communication down over here for everybody. Then let's go ahead and get the plasma overcharge up over here. We'll hit this plague bearer at least, right? We can hope for a... Sorry, I was thrown off by the fact that this guy's health bar is still highlighted. I don't know why, but we can hope for like righteous fury up over here. Let's go for it. This sound good. This sounds good. Let's go for it. Oh boy, that was about as bad as it could be. We're okay. We're okay. Let's go ahead and get extermination mark down on this plague bearer over here, and maybe we can get free hits against them if we can actually queue up in my sights down the line. But that's Pascal's turn done. This rotten undead is going to make their way over. They can't get all that close. Rotten heavier, same thing. Again, can't get too close. Decent clumps forming though, and Cassia is up next. Okay, what to do with Cassia? So first of all, we do have Stim. It's available for use now to give us 2 extra movement points and action points in the next turn. It does cost 1 action point to actually use, though. Alright, so if I go with our overwhelming stratagem, that's 1. Grand strategist, that's 2. We'll have 3 left over. We can use bring it down, leaving us with 1, and that can then be used to get Stim. Alright, cool. That sounds good. So, first of all, overwhelming stratagem. Pop you down. Ooh, we actually have a couple people on our side, so that's nice to see at least. But they're not as important as Argenta, of course. So let's pop overwhelming stratagem over here. Let's get grand strategist as well. Let's go ahead and get bring it down on Argenta, who will then go ahead and use her burst fire. Now, in theory, if I use shot on the run, I'd be able to... No, because we only have the 2 action points. I could use second wind to get an action point back. Huh. Kind of maximize Argenta as much as possible, as many times as possible. Thing about second wind, though, is that it does hit us with the level of fatigue, right? So we don't want to overdo it. Now, who goes next? Abelard goes next. Then this rotten undead up there. Then this guy down here. Heinrichs. Got bridge officer. They're a friend of ours. Rogue trader, bridge guard. Rotten heavier. Okay. It's like, at this point, there's so many of them, and many of them are so far away that the turn order isn't really that big of a deal, at least in my humble opinion. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and pop shot on the run. Yes. We'll pop shot on the run. That will allow me to use my burst fire in, let's say, this general direction. And hit quite a few people this way. Go this way instead as well. It's bigger numbers. You know what? Sure. Let's go up this way. Let's try that. Fire away. Nice. Very nice. Yes. Beautiful stuff. You know what? That was excellent. Now, after that, we can go ahead and pop second wind to get an action point back, and then use controlled burst. Now, even though ideally controlled burst is reserved for when we don't want to hit our friends while doing a bit of burst fire, I think desperate times call for desperate measures, and these are most certainly desperate times. So let's focus on this plague bearer over here and have the spray hopefully hit everybody around them as well. Really going hard on the spray and pray over here, but let's hope for the best. Fire away. Come on. Alright, good stuff. Nice! Are you for real? That was amazing! We knocked that plague bearer back onto somebody who then died, and the plague bearer is also on his back now. So that worked out wonderfully. Knocking that plague bearer back worked out wonderfully. Okay, good stuff. Argenta, that's you. back to Cassia, who is now able to pop that stim, because with that extra 2 action points, we'd be able to burst fire using Cassia next turn. Alternatively, we just pop a single shot, but I don't think that's worth it. So let's go ahead and pop that stim and hope that it does what we need it to do next turn. But that is Cassia's turn done. Abelard, you're up next. What to do with you? What to do with you? Again, we have the Melter, right? Do we have a good spot to hit with it? Kind of, sort of. I would rather not go wading into the clearly dangerous toxic mist here. This Plague Bearer will really not get hurt with a Melta? Madness, madness. Okay, okay. Strike up over here, hit 3 of them, including the Plague Bearer. Maybe not a terrible idea. That's as far as we can go. Down over here, we'd be able to eliminate maybe 2 people. Here, we'd be able to eliminate 2 people. And they are actually still to go this turn. So that might be the right call. Sure, let's go for it. Let's go ahead and melt these 2 away.
I will do like you.
Got unlucky there. Got unlucky there. This guy survived. All right, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and pop Endure. And let's go ahead and get that taunting scream going as well, perhaps. Don't know if it's worth it, but... Yeah, sure. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Taunting Scream up in this direction. And hopefully they'll be drawn to Abelard and not to Argento or the Rogue Trader or anything like that. And your turn there. I believe the Rogue Trader is up soon. Oh no, the Rogue Trader is a long way away. Oh wow. On the topic of not chasing after Argenta, Argenta gets rushed. There's Heinrichs first. Okay, Heinrichs, what to do with you? Who moves after you? Yeah, see, the initiative order is so big. I thought I'd scrolled... Anyway, whatever, it's fine. I thought I was in a different position when I saw that the Rogue Trader was coming up, but the Rogue Trader isn't, at the time, wasn't coming up for quite a while. He's around the corner now, but look at the number of... Holy crap, man. Holy crap. I don't know which way to go. Alright. If I go in with a nullifying shotgun, what's our... Ooh, that's not bad. Would hurt Argenta a lot, though. If I come down to here... See, because this thing, its rate of fire, I do believe is still 1. No, it's 4. Is that increased because we're in the stratagem? It technically should be. If I pull back and stay in the stratagem and fire down this way, no such luck. It doesn't say times 4. I think it's just a... Because it's a shotgun, it's not really a burst of shots. It's just one shot that rolls 4 separate damage rolls if all 4 shots land. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because we don't see like a times 4 or anything when I'm hovering over the enemy, right? So I'm pretty sure the stratagem isn't doing anything for us. Fairly certain, fairly confident. Not 100%, but fairly confident. If I come down here instead, I'd want to pull back a little bit. Fire like this. Nah, that's too far back. Okay. Come up to here. Gotta find a sweet spot. No such luck. Okay, what if I'm like up over here instead? No, can't get them all. Can't get them all. All right, okay. I think I like this side more. Come up to here, let's say. Fire down this way. Can I get them all? Yes, I can. Let's hope for the best. Nullifying shotgun. Hops on these guys. Then I can turn around and use a sail or something up over here, maybe. There's a couple options. I really wish I'd switched Abelard over to his melee, because then I could have triggered disposal on Buddy here, and Abelard would have got a swing in. Damn. All right, it's okay. Lesson learned for next time. Let's go ahead and fire down over here and get the job done. Go for it.
I need a foothold.
That was good. That was good. All right, all right. We still have a sail available. Oh, this guy's T-posing now. Interesting. I don't have a good angle. Oh, interesting. The shape of the assail, like, hit markers is rather interesting. I could get rid of this bridge officer. He doesn't go until the next round. I could hit over here, but same thing applies there. Buddy over here goes sooner. Can't see him, though, so I can't hit him. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. That's okay. Can't charge. If I flip to my melee combo, I can. No line of sight, unfortunately. And can't reach that guy. Can't get that far up either, unfortunately. Ooh, actually. Nah, that'll hit Argenta. Really, I can't get down here, eh? Damn, it's my angles are not ideal. Alright, I goofed a little bit there, folks. I goofed a little bit. Not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and use a sail on Buddy here just to finish him off at least. Doesn't matter where I hit him. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Good stuff. And then we'll just be a bit more cautious about how we use Heinrichs next time. He still has an action point left over. And you know what, actually? Technically, I could use Onslaught here to get myself into a better position and then maybe charge into this Rotten Undead so that Argenta is able to continue using her Bolter. The thing about charging into the Undead, though, is that Heinrichs will be in the line of fire for any future attempts. Okay, let's see. If I come over to here, can I not charge? Oh, of course not. Of course I can't charge because... Of course I can't charge because using this, the Onslaught itself uses up our last action point. It's okay, it's not the end of the world. It allows us to come up to here and maybe draw aggro from some of these guys who are yet to move. So let's go ahead and do that. That's fine. I'm not too bummed about that, though. I should have kept that in mind. I should have realized that I was making a mistake there. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. Happens to me, too. Alright. Some of our allies are moving up and doing literally nothing. Very helpful. Thank you very much. Do I want to use Bring It Down on Argenta? Well, first I want to get rid of this Rotten Undead, because otherwise Argenta will be stuck in melee and she'll have to withdraw, which, you know, can cause an attack of opportunity, not ideal, so on and so forth. So, can I get rid of Buddy first? Highly unlikely. Go with the Overcharge? Maybe. Maybe. If I charge in and hit him with the Elite Chainsword, 90% chance, slightly better, I suppose. Slightly better. I could try it. If I get a Righteous Fury, I might get the job done. And then Argenta's in a better position. And then Heinrichs also has our support. We're standing right next to him. So we'll use an action point to do that. Then we'll use 2 action points to get Bring It Down on Argenta, who will hopefully be able to... Well, we'll see. If Buddy doesn't get brought down with the Elite Chainsword, then first we'll have to have Argenta pull back using move, right? Because don't forget, Bring It Down doesn't give her movement points unless she uses Shot on the Run, which she might end up doing, but want to minimize any potential wastage there. Well, let's go in with this and hope for the best. Come on. Come on. Beautiful. Exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. Okay. Do I want to increase the likelihood of these guys being hit when Argenta's next shots come through? That's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and focus on this clump. Or focus on this clump, because then Argenta can fire in that angle and be less likely to hit the Rogue Trader. Sure, let's do that. Let's go ahead and focus on you guys up there. And we'll have 3 action points left over. We can use one of them for Grand Strategist, and the other 2 for Bring It Down on Argenta. Argenta, full faith that you'll pull this off as we need you to. And I'm going to wait for Argenta's turn proper before I use Military Excellence. That's going to be huge for us, but I don't want to use it now and have it bug out or anything like that. So I'm just going to wait for Argenta's turn proper, and we'll use it at that point in time. But for now, if I fire up over there, there's a slight chance that we hit the Rogue Trader. I wish I could see... there we go, I guess. I've got an angle here. Okay. And we're always going to hit the Rogue Trader, right? 19% chance. That's not the worst. Again, it'd be nice to have controlled burst here, but we don't. So, regular burst fire. Let's go for it. We don't even have access to Shot on the Run, so I'm really glad we Righteous Furied the crap out of that guy and allowed Argenta to get this shot off. Again, we do separately have her Flamer we could use instead, but we don't have the range there, right? So, let's stick to the classic Bolter. Burst fire. Let's go for it. Nice. You know what? That could have gone a lot worse. I hesitated there because I didn't realize at first that we'd actually been knocked down. We got hit by a Righteous Fury there, but it's fine. It's fine. We're at half HP. We're okay. The work we got done, though, was huge. This Plague Bearer got beat up. This guy got thrown back. Like, we got some damage out there, so that's very good. Again, very tempting to pop Military Excellence right now and get a lot of work done, but I just... You know what? Let's do it. Let's take the risk. What's life without risks, after all? Let's do it. Time for Argenta's heroic act. And we're good. Cool. Let's go with the single shot first to eliminate who? Really? An 82% chance to hit this guy and only do that much damage? Are you for real? That's not good. Alright, let's take a look at initiative orders here. So Rogue Trader's done. Then it's one of our friends. Then this guy. Who's this rotten heavier? Down over here, okay. Then that guy. Rotten undead. Hang on a second. Up here, okay. Alright, it's 94% chance to hit. Alright, so let's start with this guy.
I'll do it.
Nice, Righteous Fury. Let's give him another one.
I need targets.
I love it. It's like we dropped the Rogue Trader intentionally just so we could fire over top of him and get some work done over there. Let's keep firing away. So I believe Buddy over here is up soon too, but we have another burst fire on our hand, so I was going to preserve that for this clump and potentially get all three of them or something. So let's go ahead and fire maybe over here. Finish this guy off.
Doubt is for the weak.
Excellent. Righteous Fury. Another shot up over here. 51%. Reasonable enough chance. Go for it.
Without deeds is worthless.
Nice. Another one. Hit you, Plague Bearer? I suppose so. Anybody else? Nobody else. Alright, cool. Plague Bearer it shall be. Fire away.
The Emperor commands.
Ah, goddammit. Can't win them all, right? You gotta miss every once in a while. Fire once more. Or do we try and hit this Plague Bearer instead? Sure, let's go for it. What was that? I heard a second, like, collision sound there. Not sure what that was. Everything's fine. We got the Plague Bearer receiving 0 damage from collision. Maybe that's what it was. It's collision with the floor? Unfortunately, it's now out of that stratagem where our Rogue Trader was helping hits land. We should still be okay, but a bit of a bummer. Let's go ahead and eliminate this guy over here.
Emperor commands.
God damn it, of course. My thinking here is the clump is kind of spread out. Maybe we just stick to the Plague Bearer over here.
For the weak.
Or we miss again. There's our burst. Now, can I burst? Nah, see. Don't have everything I wanted to have. Go over here. Sure. This is the best chance we have of hitting everyone I was originally hoping to target. So let's go for it and hope for the best. Come on, baby. Come on.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Escape the Emperor's judgment.
Argenta's such a boss. Holy, that was amazing. We actually killed that Plague Bearer. That worked out perfectly. This guy got knocked back. This guy's still back there. This guy got killed. Plague Bearer got killed. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Amazing stuff. And again, I want to be clear. Yes, it's Argenta's gun and Argenta's actions and Argenta's abilities, but don't forget that Cassia's stratagem is making a huge difference here. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful teamwork. This bridge guard is preparing for the onslaught. Oh, he's actually, wow, getting some work done. Nice. Now he's gonna die. This is where it ends for you, buddy. Oh, he didn't just die. He got converted. Well, that's okay. I like that. I like that. That's a fun twist. Oh man, how does this game stay like so interesting? I mean, just in terms of like the progress in combat, or rather the new stuff we're seeing in combat. By now, I would have figured, yeah, I've seen pretty much everything there is to see. Just, you know, different attacks, different visuals, maybe. Speaking in the context of an alpha, obviously. But no, it just keeps going. It just keeps giving. I love it, man. That's wild. Also, it's great to see our allies actually getting some hits in. Let's try and keep them alive, shall we? Up over here. Rogue Trader took some damage, unfortunately. Otherwise, things are looking okay. All right. Argenta's going to be up soon, and she has a clean line of fire over here. Ooh, that's going to hurt. We're still okay. But the toxins are spreading. I should have seen that coming. All right, okay. No, we're fine. We're fine. So how does this play out? Who goes next? The Plague Bearer goes next. Then it's pretty much all of us except for the Rogue Trader. But you know what, actually? Outside of the Plague Bearer, it's all allies, and then it's these guys. All right, so how do I want to play this? How do I want to play this? Argenta, I was thinking we get you over to here, and I can't burst. We got to reload. All right, that sucks, because I don't even have a shot on the run available. for the reduced action point cost. Ah, that really sucks. Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I can pull up to there. We could use 3 action points for ready go, I suppose. And I could toss a fire grenade or something, right? To try and get some work done over here. Oh boy, that would be fun. Frag grenade has a much smaller no, it doesn't. It actually has a great radius. But this is a frag grenade, right? No, it's a stun grenade. Man. Damn it. I've been had. The visual is the same, like the icon is the same, and so that's on me. That's on me. I know it's an alpha. I know the icons are inconsistent and inaccurate right now, but that's a stun grenade. That's useless. It would have been such an opportunity for a frag grenade right now, but it's okay, because I'm pretty sure the frag grenade has a smaller radius. Either way, if we move up, we'll use the fire grenade, and then we use ready go. I don't know if I can... I should be. Spends the ability to use attack abilities on current turn. What? I don't follow that. You know, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's head on down to here. Let's take a look at our flamer, which we can't use because they're all 2 action points apiece. I should be able to use you. Yeah, that was weird that it was not highlighted. My bad. My apologies. A little thrown off there. If I go with the regular stream over here. Nope, not worth it. If I go with this, it'll hit everybody. But am I not better off just throwing a grenade? That seemed to... No, maybe we should try the spray fire. My apologies for the hesitation here. I want to make sure get a nice, clean, entertaining hit. Alright, step a little bit closer, and quite literally, fire away.
God Emperor, move through me. Fire in my heart.
Alright, not bad. Not bad. Everyone's pretty much ablaze, which is great. I could use the medikit on Argenta, because if Argenta goes down, we're in a touch of trouble, right? She needs to be kept, like, healthy. Similarly, though, we have Pascal's Mechadendrites that we can use to heal Argenta instead. Cost him an action point. Should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, sure. Argenta, don't use that medikit. Even though... We have so many medikits. We have so many medikits. Fine, let's use it. Because we can no longer use Ready Go, because we used an attack this turn. Let's heal you up using the medikit. Let's end your turn there. Let's watch this Plague Bearer get a little bit closer. And actually take a swing at Abelard over here and cause basically no damage. So we're fine. Oh. What was that? Toxins afterwards? We're fine, we're fine. Pascal, you're up. Let's go ahead and do what? I wanted to get in my sights on Buddy here, which is probably still relevant. So let's go ahead and do that. That leaves us with 2 action points. I could throw a crack grenade to try and cause a fair bit of damage, or I could move into melee and get a swing in to cause less damage. If I come up to no! I couldn't tell that wasn't highlighted. That's fine. We can still toss a grenade. Let's go for it. Gonna take an attack of opportunity, I think. And we're also gonna throw a grenade. Yeah, it's all happening. Good stuff. They missed us. We got our grenade out, and you know the damage is done, so that's fine. I don't like the fact that we're now stuck in melee. That was a mistake. It's fine. We're fine. We're okay. We're perfectly fine. Cassia, you're up next. What to do with you? Let's go ahead and pop our overwhelming stratagem. Argenta will eventually need to reload, and perhaps I should have actually done that in our previous turn there. No use crying over spilt milk, though. If I send Cassia up to here, she should be able to burst down here and maybe eliminate all these guys who are burning. Would have been nice to let the fire do the job, but don't know if we can get Argenta. Argenta, Cassia, and then burst down over there. Sure, yeah, let's try that. That way the fire can do some work, right? So, cool. Let's go ahead and pop you down there. Yes, you. Go ahead and pop Grand Strategist. Let's go ahead and move you down to here. Why don't we have the right number of action points? This should give us 2 action points. I think it only gave us 1. Because I've always been able to do Overwhelming Stratagem, Grand Strategist, bring it down, and then a single shot, or am I misremembering? You know, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine, because I can come up to here and burst down this way and give Cassia some glory. Let's go for it. Sure.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Far away. Come on. There we go. What the hell happened there? Rate of fire of 4. She's previously shot more than just 4 when she's in her stratagem. I'm fairly confident. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken. Nonetheless, we stay put over here. End your turn. Abelard, you're up. Let's go ahead and swing at our friend here with Epiphany. 86% chance to hit, but so little damage. My goodness. Let's pop Forceful Strike. And let's go for it. Hopefully we'll knock him down. Again, we have the option of using Burst Fire instead as well, but I just don't think it's the right call. Let's stick with the blade. Swing away, buddy. Let's go for it. Nice. That was good. That was good. That actually takes us away from melee too. Let's pop Endure. And let's go ahead and charge in against that Plague Bearer as well, because we can. Let's go for it. Got that Righteous Fury. Excellent. Thank you very much. And that's where we can end your turn. Heinrichs is up next. Kind of in a weird situation here. I suppose we could pull back to here. Let's see what we can do here. If I come back to here, and we get the shotgun out, what can I hit? Pretty much almost everybody. Almost. Angle's kind of funky. What if I come a little bit further back? Because again, the spray pattern is narrow at first, and then it gets wider. But obviously, it's also got a range limit. All right, so that's not going to fly. If I get a little bit closer to there, let's say. Nah, that's too bad. All right, well, I guess we can only at most hit 2 of them, right? Yeah, so why don't we do this so we can maybe eliminate both of these guys who have a lot of health, as opposed to somebody who anybody else could take out as well. Maybe even with an assail, right? That's an option too. So sure, here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and fire down here. Actually, I've got a couple ideas now. Fire away. Oh, are you for real? He's going to survive? Come on, man. All right, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go with switching to our melee weapon. Let's go and use an action point. Too far away. That's fine. Let's, in that case, go ahead and charge this guy. Finish him off. What do we charge? Yeah, let's charge this guy. Down you go, Righteous Fury. Are we close enough now? Nah, still no line of sight there. That's fine, because we can use Assail on Buddy here. Amazing. Heinrichs, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. That's true. End your turn there. One of our officers is going to pull back and fire away. Get some work done. Good stuff. He just killed his friend, didn't he? He just killed his friend. This guy's arm blew off. We were on the same side, man. My party members are allowed to do that. You're not, you... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're okay. We're okay. Rogue Trader's up. If he pulls back, he'll get hit. That's not ideal, obviously. But who goes next? Who goes next? This Rotten Heavier. Then this Rotten Heavier. This Rotten Undead. Okay, so all those guys and all these guys and Buddy back there. Okay. Pascal probably should have healed the Rogue Trader. We're okay. We're fine. We're fine. I could flip. Rather, I have the Elite Chainsword available already. 71% chance to hit. That's not bad. I could go in for a slash to hit both of them instead. That sounds good to me. I could use Killzone Stratagem. That increases what? All attacks against enemies in this area grant an extra hit chance for 1 round. I mean, it says all attacks. It doesn't specify ranged or anything, so... I say we pop it here. It makes sense. Gotta get these hits in, right? So let's pop that there. We'll get Grand Strategist as well to get the weak points as well and hope that it actually lines up nicely. So, Grand Strategist. Those feel like they line up. So hopefully, as we go in for the slash, with some luck, we'll get a Righteous Fury and we'll get the job done. Let's go. That's not exactly what I meant about getting a Righteous Fury. I meant on the Plague Bearer. Thanks, game. Thanks. Do we need to keep ourselves alive? Yes, we do. We have toxins on us right now, but we can't use get back in the fight on ourselves, unfortunately. No self-confidence to be gained with a pep talk, so we'll end our turn there and just hope that we make it. The burning did a decent bit of damage. That was 8 damage from the fire. It's not bad. Not bad. Not enough to kill him, unfortunately. And wow, they're actually getting some decent hits in. That's good. Argenta's in a bit of trouble. I think she'll be okay, but she is in a bit of trouble right now. Oh, this guy got wrecked. Beautiful. Oh, here we go. Yikes. Argenta's not having a good time. This could be bad. This could be bad. No, you can't do that. Damn it. They hit Argenta, fortunately for 0 damage, but that could have easily gone sideways. And I think Argenta just went down. She did, because of the toxin. Damn. It's okay. She did plenty of work. She softened basically the entire enemy field up, and now we're able to mop things up. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We got the AoE attack we can use down over here to maybe finish all 3 of these guys off. I should have a free attack against the Plague Bearer there. Did it happen automatically? I don't see. Plague Bearer almost hit with a Plague Sword. The Rogue Trader parried. Oh, did he move first? Or what? I guess so. Yeah, the Plague Bearer moved first. Okay. And the Rogue Trader parried. All right, fair enough. I don't see us getting an attack of opportunity or a random attack or anything like that. But remember, we had that Plague Bearer set in my sights. And it says here, if the enemy remains within the assassin's line of sight at the beginning of the next turn, which this is right now, the assassin performs a free attack against the target. Did we? I didn't see it. Do I have to manually do that? This Plague Bearer is hit with Kill Zone Stratagem, Extermination Mark. There it is, in my sights. Not sure. I'm not sure. And if I choose to attack him, it's draining all my... like, it's saying I can't have another attack or anything. So you know what? We'll leave that be. Maybe Heinrichs will finish him off, or Abelard will finish him off. Yeah, Abelard will do the trick. Fair enough. And down over here, let's use our AoE attack to hurt all 3 of these guys. Let's go for it. Good stuff. I was hoping for a Righteous Fury, but that should be enough to maybe at least eliminate one of them with the burning sensation they're feeling right now. Otherwise, what else can we do? Extermination Mark is unnecessary, I think. I guess I could study enemies. Don't know what good that'll do us, but pop that for whoever survives. And our turn there, giving it to Cassia, who can in turn now use her lidless stare, I think, to eliminate all, just 2 of them, not all 3 of them. No point using overwhelming stratagem anymore. Argenta's down, and Cassia's not really able to fire anywhere without causing friendly fire, so we'll avoid that. Lidless stare is an option for 10 damage, right? If they fail their willpower test. Or I could use burst fire for 8 to 10 damage. And how many shots is it? 4. I don't know. I don't know if I like my chances on that, or if I prefer the lidless stare. I mean, these guys can be hit with Righteous Fury, obviously, but we can't do both. All right, here's what I'll do. Let's go ahead and actually use that overwhelming stratagem, because then at least I'll get extra shots. So it's a rate of fire of 4 by default. Yeah, so does this not help yourself? I guess not. It's only for allies. All right. Duly noted. Fire away then. Without the stratagem. Fire away. Let's go for it.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Wow. That could not have been more useless. Can we use Bring It Down on anybody? Yeah, I guess one of our allies, I suppose. It could have moved over first. Too late now. Get back in the fight. Nope. No can do. Everyone's too far away. Everyone's too far away. That's on me. Let's bring it down on this bridge officer, I suppose. Maybe he'll get some work done. Oh, come on, man. Are you for real? Are you for real? Guess we'll end our turn there. Sure. This has gone a little unclean at the end, but I suppose that's fitting considering who we're fighting. Let's go ahead and use Forceful Strike. And let's use our hit from Epiphany, sorry. 100% hit chance. We just gotta pray for an overwhelming strategy, or for a Righteous Fury, sorry. Go for it. Come on. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go ahead and pop Endure. And let's go ahead and use the Medikit on the Rogue Trader.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Again, get an attack of opportunity, but as long as we heal the Rogue Trader up. Again, last session we talked about how I have so many Medikits that I just don't use, right? Rather foolishly. And it does look like the Plague Bearer almost hit Abelard, but Abelard parried. The language there is not accurate. Alright, Heinrichs, you okay? Took a little bit of damage from the Toxin. Not the end of the world, though. We have our glorious sword with which we can hit both of these guys. Pray for a Righteous Fury, I suppose. Yeah, sure, let's go for it.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Again, not exactly what I meant. Would have preferred Righteous Fury on the guy that had full health, but we're okay. Can pop in a sail here. Doesn't look like it's going to do any damage, though. That's weird.
Naturally.
1 damage. Wow. Alright, I guess we end our turn there. I could have popped Forceful Strike, I suppose, but I can't use any of my other abilities, so let's end your turn there. This guy is going to turn undead. Why? Why? How did that work? You just walked into the mist and turned undead? I guess so. Must have been it. Plague Bearer is still standing, so I suppose we swing at him. 84% chance to hit. We could increase that using our kill zone stratagem, in theory, right?
Nothing I can't do.
Go and pop that. And swing. Still an 84% chance to hit. Oh, you know what? I guess this only applies to allies then. No, it says all attacks. Doesn't say allies. Alright, fair enough. Go for the swing. Righteous Fury, come on. Beautiful. Finally. Now, bring it down on Pascal would allow us to fire down over here. He doesn't have his AoE attack anymore. Again, right? We just used it, so we don't have that. Heinrichs is too far. Abelard is right here. I suppose he could use his Melta. He'd be able to eliminate maybe both of these guys. That's not too shabby. Yeah. Abelard, bring it down. Get to it, buddy. The Melta. Fire our way down over here. Hit both of them. Oh, come on. Yes, there we go. Beautiful. Knock him dead. Let's go. Good stuff. Okay, good stuff. End the turn there. Your turn is done as well, I assume, right? There's not much else we can do. I guess I have get back in the fight, but no one here that's within reach as toxins. Again, Cassia's out of reach, so fine. End our turn there. Heinrichs is going to take a bit of a beating here. I mean, geez, this was rough. This was rough. And we're not done yet. We're still in a bit of trouble here. Truth be told, we're still in a bit of trouble here. Like, because as an example, now everyone's been hit with toxin, so it's not over yet. Not over yet. Let's go ahead and pop Machine Spirit Communication to help everybody out a little bit. Takes 2 action points, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do what? I guess I could come up to here and use our Omniscient Axe with a Brutal Strike. No, I gotta get past these guys. Can I get up to here, I guess? And a Brutal Strike up there? Yeah, that'll hit both of them. It's not a bad idea. Sure, let's go for it. Maybe we'll get a Righteous Fury. Maybe we'll get 2. Love it. Beautiful. Excellent. Let's get Extermination Mark on this guy. It's useless, but we have an action point, so why not? And let's go ahead and end our turn there. Cassia, you don't have melee equipment, do you? You do not. Neither do you have a pistol, but you do have your eyes. Lidless Stare, it shall be. If he fails his willpower check, that's 10 damage, and the bridge officer is dead. So, let's go for it.
If I may.
Ah, damn. He succeeded his will resistance, so still alive, but you know what? We're okay. We can maybe bring it down on this bridge officer and hope he actually hits. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. Man, hit us instead. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Dang. How much else we can do? Overwhelming stratagem. Not worth it. Alright, cool. End your turn there then. Abelard is up now. Let's go ahead and step up to here. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, of course. I gotta flip to my melee weapon if I want to charge. Let's do it. Finish him off. Come on now. Down you go. Righteous Fury. Love it. And let's head on. I guess I can't move up to there, unfortunately. but I could get a single shot off. 50% chance to hit. It's not amazing. I could burst, I suppose. Might hit Heinrichs instead. What's the worst that could happen? Let's go for it. Come on. Come on. Yes, more of that. One more, one more. Hey, what do you know? What do you know? Good stuff. Holy crap. That was intense. That was intense. I feel like I was out camping. It was so intense. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was dope. We got to do that more often. I mean, you guys tell me in the comments. Do we do that more often? Because that was fun. That was fun. Lots of T-posing here, but oh boy. I'm still a little tense. That was really stressful for a moment there. That was really stressful. That was... If it wasn't for Argenta and Cassia's overwhelming stratagem, we'd be in a lot of trouble. What do we have here? Got a las gun. Got a bunch of las pistols. Yeah, fair enough. These are just regular las pistols, sorry. Black chest plate. Nothing too impressive here. Alright, pack it all as cargo. Is that everything? Do we have more loot? Yeah, we do. Let's see what these guys are packing. Same stuff, right? Las guns and las pistols. No surprise there. It's all kind of standard issue, I suspect. Flak chest plates. Pack it all as cargo. And I assume we got stuff over here as well. Go for it. Yeah, Cassia's going. Good stuff, good stuff. Man, that was dope. Oh, that was really cool. Pack as cargo. That was really cool. I really like warp travel. I just think it's so nicely done. Like the threat and the challenge is just so so nice. The unpredictability, the variability as well. It's just cool, man. It's just cool. All right, good stuff. That's everyone looted. Let's get out of here, I guess. Do I head back to the map, or where do I go? How do I end our engagement here? Yes, back to the map. Logical. Let's go. Man. Holy. That was tense. That was tense. That was tense. Do it again. Uncharted system? Yes, please visit. And let's see what it has to offer or threaten us with. Oh, something here. A space battle waiting to happen there. Let's go ahead and do hull repairs just to play it safe. Yes, please, and thank you. Over to the Rocky World first. Rocky World, Ice World, Dead World, Ocean World, I guess. And then we'll deal with the threat there. Begin our scan here. Go ahead and take some power crystals. Can't go wrong with that, I suppose. Down to the Ice World. And I'm just curious about a couple things, actually. Begin our scan here. I'll explain when I get to it, which will be shortly. Nothing to be had here. Fair enough. Up to the Ocean World. I really hope we don't mistakenly trigger this combat scenario out of turn. Should be okay. Over to the Ocean World. Yeah, we're good. Begin scan. Anything here? Anything here? Nothing here. Nothing. Alright, fair enough. Pull away from those guys. Yeah, keep my distance here. I want to check out that Dead World. Might be a little too close. So before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at warp travel real quick, because I just want to see, because I'm curious, I just want to see what happens if we scan from here. Okay, good. Actually, wow. So ultimately it was equidistant. Either we would have ended up like over here, or we end up over here, which is what's happening. Adermat 2. We're looking for Kranak. How much further do I keep going in this direction before I realize I'm headed in the wrong direction, you know? Oh, just not sure. Just not sure. Frozen Prince. Nothing down here that I missed. Okay. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Back into 100 Dreams Crossroads. And over to the Dead World, I suppose. Come on. Come on. Keep on over. Yeah, we're okay. Begin scan. And get nothing. A little bit of XP. Can't complain about that, I suppose. But that's that. Alright, we got to deal with these guys over here. But folks, you know what? We'll save that and the search for Kiavagama for next time. That battle was intense, and if we dive into this one, it'll be another, 20 to 30 minutes easily. We'll go well past our hour mark, and I'd rather not do that. So I hope you don't mind this episode being ever so slightly shorter than usual, but we're going to kick things off with a space battle next time, and hopefully we finally actually find Kiavagama. I'm very curious about where it actually is. Man, that battle was great, though. That was so cool. That was so cool. We should definitely I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll grow tired of it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts if you're already tired of it. But I was gonna say we should definitely do more red line warp travel just to see what else the game like has to threaten us with. You know, there were new things to actually see in that battle. That was great. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. As always, makes a very big difference. But also, as always, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.